Welcome, beloved. For the next several hours, you and I will journey together through the Psalms, one by one, letting each word settle over our heart. The Psalms are songs of the soul. Some rejoice, some weep, some plead, some declare victory. But all of them lead us to the same place, into the presence of God. And with your heart open, your mind quiet, your body at rest, we begin. Psalm 1. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the paths of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that brings forth his fruit in its season, whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind drives away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Imagine yourself tonight as that tree. Not fragile, not thirsty, not tossed about, but rooted, steady, and drawing life from a constant pure stream. That stream is God's word. It flows beside you day and night. The psalm tells us that the blessed person avoids certain paths, the counsel of the ungodly, the way of the sinners, the seat of scoffers. Instead, he delights in the law of the Lord. Tonight, in this quiet hour, you're turning your heart toward that delight. Picture your life as seasons. There are times of blossoming and fruit, and times when it feels like nothing is growing. But even in the waiting seasons, your roots are reaching deeper. You're sustained because you're planted in Him. The ungodly is like chaff, weightless, tossed by the wind, without anchor, without lasting substance. But you are not chaff. You're a tree planted by living waters. You're known by the Lord. As you rest tonight, let this image fill your mind. Your roots in the Word, your leaves green, your unwithered spirit, you being refreshed by the streams that never run dry. Let your soul drink deeply as you fall asleep in His presence. Psalm 2. Why do the nations rage, and the people plot a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against His anointed, saying, Let us break their bonds in pieces and cast away their cords from us. He who sits in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall hold them in derision. Then he shall speak to them in his wrath and distress them in his deep displeasure. Yet I have set my king on my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord has said to me, you are my son. Today I have begotten you. Ask of me, and I will give you the nations for your inheritance, and the ends of the earth for your possession. You shall break them with a rod of iron. You shall dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Now therefore be wise, O kings. Be instructed, you judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and you perish in the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are those who put their trust in him. The world can feel unsettled. Nations rise and fall. Leaders argue and plot. The news headlines are filled with tension. Yet over it all, there's a throne, and the one who sits upon it is not anxious. Psalm 2 reminds us that even when the earth feels unstable, heaven is steady. The King, Jesus, the Son, has been established on the throne of his holy hill. His reign is sure. His kingdom will not be moved. As you rest tonight, remember this truth. Your life is not at the mercy of world events. You belong to the King. Your future is held in his hands. He invites you to trust him completely, to serve him with all, to rejoice in his protection. As you lie here, breathe in this thought. The same God who governs the nations governs the details of your life. There is no crisis in your life that takes him by surprise. There is no burden too heavy for his shoulders. So place the weight of your heart into his keeping. Release your fears into his care. You're blessed. You're deeply blessed because you've chosen to put your trust in him. Now you can sleep in peace, knowing the King is watching over you. Psalm 3. Lord, how they have increased who trouble me. Many are they who rise up against me. Many are they who say of me, there is no help for him in God. Selah. But you, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory, and the one who lifts up my head. I cried to the Lord with my voice, and he heard me from his holy hill, Selah. I lay down and slept. I awoke, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people who set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for you have struck all the enemies on the cheekbone. You have broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing is upon your people. Selah. David wrote this psalm in the middle of danger, surrounded by voices declaring his defeat. Yet in the midst of that pressure, he speaks words of deep trust. He says, "You, O Lord, are a shield to me. I lay down and slept. I awoke, for the Lord sustained me." Tonight, you may have your own voices, thoughts of worry, lingering conversations, fears about tomorrow. They may whisper, "There's no help for you." But just as David did, you can answer these voices with trust. God is my shield. He is my glory. He is the one who lifts my head. Imagine a shield encircling you right now. Not just in front, but all around. Above you, beneath you, behind you, and completely covering you. Nothing reaches you tonight without passing through his loving guard. Because he sustains you, you can rest. You can release every tension. You can relax your muscles, knowing that the same God who gave David sleep in the middle of his crisis will give you rest tonight. As your eyes are closed, rest in assurance. Salvation belongs to the Lord. He is blessing his people, and you are one of his people. You can rest in that. Psalm 4. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have relieved me in my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. How long, O you sons of men, will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love worthlessness and seek falsehood? Selah. But know that the Lord has set himself apart for him who is godly. The Lord will hear when I call to him. Be angry and do not sin. Meditate within your heart on your bed and be still. Selah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. There are many who say, "Who will show us any good?" Lord, lift up the light of your countenance upon us. You have put gladness in my heart, more than in the season that their grain and wine increased. I will both lie down in peace and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Did you hear it? I will both lie down in peace and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Let that be your thought before sleeping tonight. Not the unfinished task list, not the conversation that replayed in your mind earlier, not the what ifs of tomorrow, but this. The Lord Himself makes you dwell in safety. Think about the phrase, set apart for Himself. You're not forgotten. You're not just one among billions lost in a crowd. You are known personally, intimately, and the Lord has set you apart for His care. This psalm invites us to meditate within our heart on our bed and to be still. This is your moment to do that. Let the heart slow down. Let it be still in His presence. Let it allow His gladness, not circumstances, not possessions. Let His gladness fill your heart more than anything else could. As you rest tonight, you're surrounded by His light, His countenance, His face turned towards you. This is the source of your safety. You can release every care into His keeping. Feel that safety now. Let it sink into your heart. Let it soften your body. Let it carry you gently into a deep, untroubled rest. Psalm 5. Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my meditation. Give heed to the voice of my cry, my King and my God. For to you I will pray. My voice you shall hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning I will direct it to you, and I will look up. For you are not a God who takes pleasure in wickedness, nor shall evil dwell within you. The boastful shall not stand in your sight. You hate all workers of iniquity. You shall destroy those who speak falsehood. The Lord abhors the bloodthirsty and deceitful man. But as for me, I will come into your house in the multitude of your mercy. In fear of you, I will worship toward your holy temple. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness because of mine enemies. Make your way straight before my face. There is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is destruction. Their throat is an open tomb. They flatter with their tongue. Pronounce them guilty, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions. For they have rebelled against you. Let all those rejoice who put their trust in you. Let them ever shout for joy because you defend them. Let those also who love your name be joyful in you. For you, O Lord, will bless the righteous with favor. You will surround him as with a shield. Psalm 5 invites you into a quiet assurance that God hears your voice, not only in the daylight, but in the stillness of night as well. In this psalm, David rises early to direct his prayer toward God, looking up in expectation. As you settle into rest, imagine your own words, even your unspoken thoughts rising to the Lord like the soft fragrance of incense. He is attentive to your voice. He's not distracted, not distant. God's mercy is abundant, and his righteousness is like a steady path before you. The world may be filled with falsehood and turmoil, but the Lord himself surrounds you with favor like a shield. Tonight, picture that shield wrapped fully around you with no gap, no weaknesses, no vulnerability. You are enclosed in his loving protection. Let your trust in him deepen with every breath. As you go deeper into sleep, rejoice quietly in the one who defends you. Psalm 6. O Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger, nor chasten me in your hot displeasure. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are troubled. My soul also is greatly troubled. But you, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver me. O save me for your mercy's sake. For in death there is no remembrance of you. In the grave, who will give you thanks? I am weary with my groaning. All night I make my bed swim. I drench my couch with my tears. Mine eye wastes away because of grief. It grows old because of all my enemies. Depart from me, all you workers of iniquity. For the Lord has heard the voice of my weeping. The Lord has heard my supplication. The Lord will receive my prayer. Let all my enemies be ashamed and greatly troubled. Let them turn back and be ashamed suddenly. Psalm 6 is the cry of a weary soul. The words of someone who has known long nights and deep sorrow. David speaks of tears that soak his bed and eyes that are worn out from grief. Perhaps you know such nights when your heart is heavy and the hours stretch on. Yet in the middle of this lament comes a turning point. The Lord has heard the voice of my weeping. The Lord will receive my prayer. God is not indifferent to your pain. Your sighs are noticed. Your tears are collected. Your prayers, even the ones too deep for words, are received. Tonight, let this truth quiet your mind. You're not alone in your distress. The God of mercy is near. Lean in and listen. He's ready to sustain you. Lay every fear and every hurt at his feet. Let his presence wrap around you like a gentle, healing blanket. Psalm 7. O Lord my God, in you I put my trust. Save me from all those who persecute me, and deliver me, lest they tear me like a lion, rending me in pieces, while there is none to deliver. O Lord my God, if I have done this, if there is iniquity in my hands, if I have repaid evil to him who was at peace with me, or have plundered my enemy without cause, let the enemy pursue me and overtake me. Yes, let them trample my life to the earth and lay my honor in the dust. Selah. Arise, O Lord, in your anger. Lift yourself up because of the rage of my enemies. Rise up for me to the judgment, so the congregation of the people shall surround you. For their sakes, therefore return on high. The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity within me. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous God tests the hearts and minds. My defense is of God, who saves the upright in heart. God is a just judge, and God is angry with the wicked every day. He does not turn back. He will sharpen his sword. He bends his bow and makes it ready. He also prepares for himself instruments of death. He makes his arrows into fiery shafts. Behold, the wicked brings forth iniquity. Yes, he conceives trouble and brings forth falsehood. He made a pit and dug it out, and has fallen into the ditch which he made. His trouble shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down to his own crown. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. Psalm 7 begins and ends with trust. The trust that God is a righteous judge who defends those who belong to him. David does not claim perfection, but he does rest in the truth that God sees his heart and knows his integrity. In a world that often misjudges, misunderstands, and even misrepresents us, God's verdict is the one that matters. This psalm reminds us that the Lord himself is our defense. We don't have to fight every battle or answer every accusation. The God who tests hearts and minds will uphold the just and bring the plans of the wicked to nothing. As you're resting, release the need to prove yourself or to control the outcome. Let the weight of every situation rest on the shoulders of the one who never judges in error. Then, like David, quietly praise his righteousness and rest in his name. Psalm 8. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is your name in all the earth, who have set your glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes and nursing infants, you have ordained strength because of your enemies, that you may silence the enemy and the avenger. When I consider your heavens, the works of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have ordained, what is man that you are mindful of him, and the Son of Man that you visit him? For you have made him a little lower than the angels, and you crowned him with glory and honor. You have made him to have dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, even the beast of the field, the birds of the air, and the fish of the sea that pass through the paths of the sea. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is your name in all the earth. Psalm 8 lifts our gaze from the weight of the world to the wonder of creation. The moon and the stars become reminders that God, the very one who formed the galaxies, also formed you. In the midst of vast and endless skies, he's mindful of you, not as a distant observer, but as one who visits and cares. David marvels that we are crowned with glory and honor, given purpose and value beyond what we could imagine. You are not a forgotten face among billions. You are a deliberate creation of God, placed within his care. While you're resting, picture the heavens stretching above you, the quiet witness to his power and faithfulness. Let the vastness remind you of his greatness and his attention to your life. Let it remind you of his nearness. His name is excellent. His love is personal. Rest in that tonight. Psalm 9. I will praise you, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will tell of all your marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. When my enemies turn back, they shall fall and perish at your presence. For you have maintained my right and my cause. You sat on the throne, judging in righteousness. You have rebuked the nations. You have destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. O enemy, destructions are finished forever, and you have destroyed cities. Even their memory has perished, but the Lord shall endure forever. He has prepared his throne for judgment. He shall judge the world in righteousness, and he shall administer judgment for the peoples in uprightness. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. And those who know your name will put their trust in you. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Sing praise to the Lord who dwells in Zion. Declare his deeds among the people. When he avenges blood, he remembers them. He does not forget the cry of the humble. Have mercy on me, O Lord. Consider my trouble from those who hate me. You who lift me up from the gates of death, that I may tell of all your praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in your salvation. The nations have sunk down into the pit which they made. In the net which they hid, their own foot is caught. The Lord is known by the judgment he executes. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Meditation. Selah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord. Do not let man prevail. Let the nations be judged in your sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Selah. Psalm 9 is a song of wholehearted praise, not the kind that waits for perfect circumstances, but the kind that springs from trust in God's unchanging nature. David remembers that God has maintained his cause, upheld his rights, has never forsaken those who seek him. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a safe place for the weary and burdened. He remembers the cry of the humble. He does not overlook pain, nor does he forget the needy. His judgments are sure. His throne is unshakable, and his presence is a place of safety. Tonight, think of him as your unmovable refuge. The storms of the day may have passed over you, but you're now under his covering. You can lay down every fear and allow your heart to rest in confidence that the God who defended David also defends you. Psalm 10. Why do you stand afar off, O Lord? Why do you hide in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride persecutes the poor. Let them be caught in the plots which they have devised. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire. He blesses the greedy and renounces the Lord. The wicked in his proud countenance does not seek God. God is in none of his thoughts. His ways are always prospering. Your judgments are far above, out of his sight. As for all of his enemies, he sneers at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved. I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing. deceit, and oppression. Under his tongue is trouble and iniquity. He sits in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places he murders the innocent. His eyes are secretly fixed on the helpless. He lies in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lies in wait to catch the poor. He catches the poor when he draws him into his net. So he crouches. He lies low, that the helpless may fall by his strength. He has said in his heart, God has forgotten. He hides his face. He will never see. Arise, O Lord. God, lift up your hand. Do not forget the humble. Why do the wicked renounce God? He has said in his heart, you will not require an account. But you have seen, for you observed the trouble and the grief, to repay it by your hand. The helpless commits himself to you. You are the helper of the fatherless. Break the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness until you find none. The Lord is king forever and ever. The nations have perished out of his land. Lord, you have heard the desire of the humble. You will prepare their heart. You will cause your ear to hear, to do justice to the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may oppress no more. Psalm 10 gives voice to the deep question many have asked. Lord, where are you when the world seems unjust? It acknowledges the arrogance of the wicked, the suffering of the helpless, and the temptation to think that God is distant. Yet God reminds us, and David reminds us, that the Lord does see. He observes trouble. He sees the grief, and he will act. The helpless can safely commit themselves into his care, for he is the helper of the fatherless and defender of the oppressed. In the stillness of night, you can release your sense of urgency for immediate answers and instead rest in his eternal reign. His timing is perfect. His justice is sure. His compassion is unending. As you sleep, remember, the Lord is king forever, and he hears the desires of the humble. Psalm 11. In the Lord I put my trust. How can you say to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain? For look, the wicked bend their bow. They make ready their arrow on the string, that they may shoot secretly at the upright in heart. If the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold. His eyelids test the sons of men. The Lord tests the righteous, but the wicked and the one who loves violence, his soul hates. Upon the wicked he will rain coals, fire and brimstone, and a burning wind. That shall be the portion of their cup. For the Lord is righteous. He loves righteousness. His countenance beholds the upright. Psalm 11 is a call to unshakable trust when everything seems unstable. If the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? The answer is remember where your trust lies. The Lord is in his holy temple. His throne is firmly established in heaven. He is not shaken by the schemes of the wicked or the fragility of earthly systems. His eyes see everything, both the trials of the righteous and the choices of the wicked. This psalm reminds you that God's justice and his love for the righteous are unchanging. Tonight, when your mind may be tempted to dwell on uncertainties, let your heart be anchored in the certainty of his throne. No arrow in the dark can reach beyond his protection. Rest knowing you're seen and upheld by the one whose gaze is always upon you. Psalm 12. Help, Lord, for the godly man ceases, for the faithful disappear from among the sons of men. They speak idly, every one with his neighbor. With flattering lips and a double heart they speak. May the Lord cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that speaks proud things, who have said, with our tongue we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now I will arise, says the Lord. I will set him in safety, for which he yearns. The words of the Lord are pure words, like silver tried in the furnace of earth, purified 7 times. You shall keep them, O Lord. You shall preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked prowl on every side, when vileness is exalted among the sons of men. Psalm 12 reminds us that in a world where truth can seem rare and faithfulness can seem absent, the words of the Lord remain pure and they never change. People may speak flattery, deceit, pride. God's promises are refined, they're trustworthy, they're enduring. Here the Lord himself declares that he will arise and defend the oppressed and place them in the safety that they long for. This is not a distant promise, but a personal assurance from the one who sees the sighing of the needy. So while you rest tonight, let the noise of human words fade into the background and allow the pure, steady truth of God's word to fill your mind. His promises are like silver refined in the fire, without a flaw, without change. They will keep you. They will preserve you. They will give you peace in every season, for every reason. Psalm 13. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long will my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and hear me, O Lord my God. Enlighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemies say, I have prevailed against him. Lest those who trouble me rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in your mercy. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, because he has dealt bountifully with me. Psalm 13 begins with a cry that feels familiar to anyone who has endured a long season of waiting. How long, O Lord? David's heart is heavy. His mind is weary. Yet the psalm ends with trust and rejoicing. This shift is the quiet miracle of faith. The decision to place confidence in God's mercy even before the answer comes. Today, if your heart carries unanswered questions, remember that trust is not dependent on visible proof. God's mercy is already surrounding you. His salvation already working in ways that are unseen. Even in the night, he deals bountifully with you, sustaining your breath, guarding your steps, holding your future. Let this truth allow your heart to exhale, replacing anxious questions with a song of quiet confidence. Psalm 14. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none who does good. The Lord looks down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there are any who understand, who seek God. They have all turned aside. They have together become corrupt. There is none who does good. No, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and do not call on the Lord? There they are in great fear. For God is with the generation of the righteous. You shame the counsel of the poor, but the Lord is his refuge. Oh, that the salvation of Israel would come out of Zion. When the Lord brings back the captivity of his people, let Jacob rejoice and let Israel be glad. Psalm 14 paints a stark picture of human pride and godlessness. Yet in the middle of this reality shines a steady truth. God is with the generation of the righteous. The wicked may dismiss faith. They may mock those who trust in the Lord, or seek to undermine the counsel of the humble. But the refuge of God stands unshaken. Even when corruption seems widespread, His eyes are searching for those who seek him. Tonight you can rest knowing that you're among those that he sees. Let your heart be turned toward him. Let your refuge be secure. The very hope of deliverance is God himself. Let your promises be rooted in his love. Just as Israel will one day rejoice in their freedom, you can rejoice in the safety and salvation that he brings you now. Let that hope steady you as you drift into peace. Psalm 15. Lord, who may abide in your tabernacle? Who may dwell in your holy hill? He who walks uprightly and works righteousness and speaks the truth in his heart. He who does not backbite with his tongue, nor does evil to his neighbor, nor does he take up a reproach against his friend, in whose eyes a vile person is despised. But he honors those that fear the Lord. He who swears to his own hurt and does not change. He who does not put out his money at usury, nor does he take a bribe against the innocent. He who does these things shall never be moved. Psalm 15 describes the character of those who dwell in God's presence. People of integrity, truth, and faithfulness. This is not a checklist for earning God's love, but a portrait of a life shaped by his presence. Such a person walks uprightly, not because it's easy, but because their heart is aligned with God's ways. The final promise is beautiful. He who does these things shall never be moved. In a shifting world, God offers you a place of spiritual stability. Your security is not in circumstances, possessions, or human approval, but in living close to him. As you rest, consider his presence as your dwelling place. Here, you are unshaken, steady, and secure. Let this assurance rest deep within you tonight. You are abiding under his covering. Nothing can move you from his care. Psalm 16. Preserve me, O God, for in you I put my trust. O my soul, you have said to the Lord, you are my Lord. My goodness is nothing apart from you. As for the saints who are on the earth, they are the excellent ones, in whom is all my delight. Their sorrow shall be multiplied who hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood I will not offer, nor take up their names on my lips. O Lord, you are the portion of my inheritance and my cup. You maintain my lot. The lines have fallen to me in pleasant places. You have a goodly inheritance. I will bless the Lord who has given me counsel. My heart also instructs me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoices. My flesh also will rest in hope. For you will not leave my soul in Sheol, nor will you allow your Holy One to see corruption. You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand, pleasures forevermore. Psalm 16 is a declaration of joyful trust. David knows that God is his portion, his inheritance, and his security. He describes life with God as pleasant places. That's a reminder that no matter where you stand physically, being rooted in the Lord's place is abundance. At night, God's counsel guides him. This is a comforting truth for you as well. Even in the stillness, even in sleep, the Lord is present to direct your heart and thoughts. David rests in hope because God is both his protector in life and his deliverer beyond the grave. Tonight, as you settle in, imagine those pleasant places and that good inheritance. This is your portion in Christ. Let your heart be glad and your body rest in hope, knowing that his presence is your fullness of joy now and forever. Psalm 17. Hear a just cause, O Lord. Attend to my cry. Give ear to my prayer, which is not from deceitful lips. Let my vindication come from your presence. Let your eyes look to the things that are upright. You have tested my heart. You have visited me in the night. You have tried me and have found nothing. I have purposed that my mouth shall not transgress. Concerning the works of men, by the word of your lips, I have kept away from the paths of the destroyer. Uphold my steps in your path, that my footsteps may not slip. I have called upon you, for you will hear me, O God. Incline your ear to me and hear my speech. Show your marvelous loving kindness by your right hand. O you who save those who trust in you from those who rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me under the shadow of your wings from the wicked who oppress me, from deadly enemies who surround me. They have closed up their fat hearts. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now surrounded us in our steps. They have set their eyes crouching down to the earth, as a lion is eager to tear his prey, and like a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, confront him, cast him down. Deliver my life from the wicked with your sword, with your hand from men, O Lord, from men of this world who have their portion in this life, whose belly you fill with your hidden treasure. They are satisfied with children and leave the rest of their possessions for their babes. As for me, I will see your face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake in your likeness. Psalm 17 is a prayer for protection and vindication. David asked God to keep him as the apple of his eye and to hide him under the shadow of his wings. This imagery is tender. It speaks of being cherished, guarded, kept close. David's confidence is not in his ability to outmaneuver his enemies, but in God's faithful watchfulness. His ultimate hope is not just earthly safety, but in the promise of awakening in God's likeness. That is the deepest satisfaction. As you're lying there, imagine yourself hidden under his wings, safe from harm, seen, deeply loved, cherished. Remember that your truest rest is not only in physical safety, but in the unshakable reality that one day you'll see his face and be made like him. Let that hope steady your spirit as rest overtakes you. Psalm 18. I will love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God, my strength, in whom I will trust. My shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. The pangs of death surrounded me, and the floods of ungodliness made me afraid. The sorrows of Sheol surrounded me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress I called upon the Lord and cried out to my God. He heard my voice from his temple, and my cry came before him, even to his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations of the hills also quaked and were shaken, because he was angry. Smoke went up from his nostrils, a devouring fire from his mouth. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down with darkness under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub and flew. He flew upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. His canopy around him was dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. From the brightness before him, His thick clouds passed with hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord thundered from heaven, and the Most High uttered his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. He sent out his arrows and scattered the foe, lightnings in abundance, and he vanquished them. Then the channels of the sea were seen. The foundations of the world were uncovered at your rebuke. O Lord, at the blast of the breath of your nostrils. He sent from above. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, from those who hated me, for they were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my support. He also brought me into a broad place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands, he has recompensed me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not done wickedly. I have not departed from my God. All his judgments were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. I was also blameless before him, and I kept myself from my iniquity. Therefore the Lord has recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands in his sight. With the merciful, you will show yourself merciful. With a blameless man, you will show yourself blameless. With the pure, you will show yourself pure. And with the devious, you will show yourself shrewd. For you will save the humble people, but will bring down haughty looks. For you will light my lamp. The Lord my God will enlighten my darkness. For by you I could run against a troop. By my God I can leap over a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is proven. He is a shield to all who trust him. For who is God except the Lord? And who is a rock except our God? It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer and sets me on my high places. He teaches my hands to make war, so that my arms can bend a bow of bronze. You have also given me the shield of your salvation. Your right hand has held me up, and your gentleness has made me great. You enlarged my path under me, so my feet did not slip. I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn back against them till they were destroyed. I have wounded them so that they could not rise. They have fallen under my feet. For you have armed me with strength for battle. You have subdued under me those that rose up against me. You have also given me the necks of my enemies, so that I destroyed those who hated me. They cried out, but there was none to save, even to the Lord, but he did not answer them. Then I beat them as fine as dust before the wind. I cast them out like dirt in the streets. You have delivered me from the strivings of the people. You have made me the head of the nations. A people I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear me, they obey me. The foreigners submit to me. The foreigners fade away and come frightened from their hideouts. The Lord lives. Blessed be the rock. Let the God of my salvation be exalted. It is God who avenges me and subdues the people under me. He delivers me from my enemies. You also lift me up above those that rise against me. You have delivered me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the Gentiles, and sing praises to your name. Great deliverance he gives to his king, and shows mercy to his anointed, to David and his descendants forevermore. Psalm 18 overflows with gratitude for God's deliverance. David pictures God as a rock, a fortress, and a shield, even a stronghold. Every image is a reminder of stability and safety. When the waters of trouble rose, God reached down and rescued him, not reluctantly, but because he delighted in him. You too are his delight. That's why he sustains you, protects you, and brings you into a broad place, a space of freedom and peace. Let those images anchor you. The God who thundered from heaven for David is the same God watching over you. He is your rock. He upholds you. He's your shield. He goes before you. He's your fortress. He surrounds you. In his presence, you can release every fear and rest in deep security, for he is God. Psalm 19. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the earth shows forth his handiwork. Day unto day utters speech, night unto night reveals knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line has gone out throughout all the earth, and their words to the ends of the world. In them he has set a tabernacle for the sun, which is like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoices like a strong man to run its race. Its rising is from one end of heaven, and its circuit to the other end. There is nothing hidden from its heat. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold. Sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them your servant is warned, and in keeping them there is great reward. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse me from secret faults. Keep back your servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me. Then I shall be blameless, and I shall be innocent of the great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Psalm 19 is a hymn to both creation and the Word of God. The heavens preach without words, revealing God's glory with every sunrise and star-filled night sky. And just as nature speaks, His Word instructs, corrects, and renews the soul. David describes God's law as perfect, sure, right, and pure, not as a burden, but a source of joy, wisdom, and light. This psalm also models humility. It asks God to cleanse our secret faults and guard us against prideful sins. As you sleep tonight, why don't you imagine the vast night sky above you? Each star a silent declaration of His greatness. Let His words settle into your heart, cleanse you, and strengthen you. Ask Him to make your thoughts and your words pleasing to Him, even as you rest. Psalm 20. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. May the name of the God of Jacob defend you. May He send you help from the sanctuary and strengthen you out of Zion. May He remember all of your offerings and accept your burnt sacrifice. Selah. May He grant you according to your heart's desire and fulfill all your purpose. We will rejoice in your salvation. And in the name of our God, we will set up our banners. May the Lord fulfill all your petitions. Now I know the Lord saves His anointed. He will answer him from His holy heaven with the saving strength of His right hand. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God. They have bowed down and fallen, but we have risen and stand upright. Save, Lord. May the King answer us when we call. Psalm 20 is a prayer of blessing and divine help. It speaks into those moments when you face battles, reminding you that your confidence is not in human strength or resources, but in the name of the Lord. The repeated phrase, may He, in that phrase, God shows His readiness to strengthen, to defend, and fulfill His purposes in you. The psalm declares a truth worth remembering. That some trust in chariots, some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God. While you're laying there, release any reliance on your own resources or strategies and lean fully into His ability to help and deliver you. He answers from heaven. He grants your purpose, and He lifts you up to stand firm. Let your heart rest knowing that the one you call on never fails to hear. Psalm 21. The king shall have joy in your strength, O Lord, and in your salvation how greatly shall he rejoice. You have given him his heart's desire, and have not withheld the request of his lips. Selah. For you meet him with the blessings of goodness. You set a crown of pure gold upon his head. He asked life from you, and you gave it to him, length of days forever and ever. His glory is great in your salvation. Honor and majesty you have placed upon him, for you have made him most blessed forever. You have made him exceedingly glad with your presence. For the king trusts in the Lord, and through the mercy of the Most High, he shall not be moved. Your hand will find all your enemies. Your right hand will find those who hate you. You shall make them as a fiery oven in the time of your anger. The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. Their offspring you shall destroy from the earth, and their descendants from among the sons of men. For they intend evil against you. They devise a plot which they are not able to perform. Therefore, you will make them turn their back. You will make ready your arrows on your string toward their faces. Be exalted, O Lord, in your own strength. We will sing praise. Psalm 21 celebrates answered prayer and the blessings that come from God's favor. The imagery is rich. Crowns of gold, honor, majesty, joy in God's presence. These are not merely royal gifts, but reminders of how God delights in giving good things to those who trust him. The psalm shifts from personal gratitude to declaring God's ultimate victory over all who oppose him. Through his mercy, those that trust him shall not be moved. Let this assurance be your anchor tonight. While you're resting, remember that God's blessings are not limited to earthly provision. His greatest gift is his presence. Just as he made the king exceedingly glad with his nearness, so he offers you the same joy. So rest, knowing the Lord is exalted in your life, and that his strength upholds you through every season. Psalm 22. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from helping me and from the words of my groaning? O my God, I cry in the daytime, but you do not hear. And in the night season, I am not silent. But you are wholly enthroned in the praises of Israel. Our fathers trusted in you. They trusted, and you delivered them. They cried to you, and you were delivered. They trusted in you, and were not ashamed. But I am a worm, and no man, a reproach of men, and despised by the people. All those who see me ridicule me. They shoot out their lip. They shake their heads, saying, "He trusted in the Lord. Let him rescue him. Let him deliver him, since he delights in him." But you are he who took me out of the womb. You made me trust while on my mother's breast. I was cast upon you from birth. From my mother's womb you have been my God. Be not far from me, for trouble is near, for there is none to help. Many bulls have surrounded me. Strong bulls of Bashan have encircled me. They gape at me with their mouths, like a raging and roaring lion. I am poured out like water. All my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax. It has melted within me. My strength is dried up like potsherd, and my tongue clings to my jaws. You have brought me to the dust of death, for dogs have surrounded me. The congregation of the wicked has enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. I can count all my bones. They look and stare at me. They divide my garments among them, and for my clothing they cast lots. But you, O Lord, do not be far from me. O my strength, hasten to help me. Deliver me from the sword, my precious life from the power of the dog. Save me from the lion's mouth and from the horns of the wild oxen. You have answered me. I will declare your name to my brethren. In the midst of the assembly, I will praise you. You who fear the Lord, praise him. All ye descendants of Jacob, glorify him and fear him, all you offspring of Israel. For he has not despised nor abandoned the affliction of the afflicted, nor has he hidden his face from him. But when he cried to him, he heard. My praise shall be of you in the great assembly. I will pay my vows before those who fear him. The poor shall eat and be satisfied, and those that seek him will praise the Lord. Let your heart live forever. All the ends of the world shall remember and turn to the Lord, and all the families of the nations shall worship before you. For the kingdom is the Lord's, and he rules over all the nations. All the prosperous of the earth shall eat and worship. All those who go down to the dust shall bow before him. Even he who cannot keep himself alive. A posterity shall serve him. It will be recounted of the Lord to the next generation. They will come and declare his righteousness to a people who will be born, that he has done this. Psalm 22 is both David's cry of anguish and a prophetic glimpse of Christ's sufferings on the cross. The words, my God, why have you forsaken me?" were echoed by Jesus, showing that even the Son of God experienced the weight of feeling abandoned. Yet in his deep sorrow, David returns to God's faithfulness, remembering how he delivered those who trusted him. The psalm moves from despair to declaration. Future generations will know what God has done. Tonight, you can take comfort that God understands your pain. Even those moments when he feels far, he's not abandoned you. As Christ's sufferings gave way to the resurrection, so your darkest nights will give way to the light. Why don't you rest in his unbroken presence and his certain deliverance? Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Psalm 23 is perhaps the most beloved passage in Scripture, painting a picture of the Lord as a personal shepherd. Every phrase speaks of care, guidance, and provision. Even in the valley of the shadow of death, fear is replaced with comfort because of his nearness. He never leaves. This psalm is not just about peace in still waters. It's about courage in dark valleys and abundance in the face of opposition. God's goodness and mercy are not occasional visitors. They follow you all the days of your life. Sleep in that tonight. Picture yourself lying in green pastures, led beside the still waters. Picture your soul being restored. Let the shepherd's presence quiet your fears. Fill your heart with gratitude. Remind you that your final destination is his house forever. Psalm 24. The earth is the Lord's, and all of its fullness, the world and those who dwell therein. For he has founded it upon the seas and established it upon the waters. Who may ascend into the hill of the Lord, or who may stand in his holy place? He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol, or sworn deceitfully, he shall receive blessing from the Lord, and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is Jacob, the generation of those who seek him, who seek your face, Selah. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be lifted up, you everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O you gates. Lift up, you everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord of hosts. He is the King of glory. Selah. Psalm 24 proclaims God's ownership of the earth and his worthiness to be worshiped. It asks a powerful question. Who may stand in his holy place? The answer is not based on status or power, but on purity of heart and integrity of life. The psalm climaxes with a triumphal call for the gates to be opened wide so the King of glory may enter. This is a vision of welcoming God's presence with joy and reverence. So while you're sleeping, while you're resting, picture your heart as one of those gates, opening wide for the King of glory to come in. Invite him to reign in every part of your life, to fill your home, your thoughts, with his radiating presence. Rest knowing that the Lord, the strong and mighty God, watches over you throughout the night. Psalm 25. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in you. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. Indeed, let no one who waits on you be ashamed. Let those be ashamed who deal treacherously without cause. Show me your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. On you I wait all the day. Remember, O Lord, your tender mercies and your loving kindness, for they are from old. Do not remember the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to your mercy, remember me. For your goodness' sake, O Lord. Good and upright is the Lord. Therefore he teaches sinners his way. The humble he guides in justice, and the humble he teaches his way. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth to such as keep his covenant and testimonies. For your name's sake, O Lord, pardon my iniquity, for it is great. Who is the man that fears the Lord? Him shall he teach in the way that he chooses. He himself shall dwell in prosperity, and his descendants shall inherit the earth. The secret of the Lord is with those that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. My eyes are ever toward the Lord, for he shall pluck my feet out of the net. Turn yourself to me and have mercy on me, for I am desolate and afflicted. The troubles of my heart have enlarged. Bring me out of my distress. Look on my affliction and my pain, and forgive all my sins. Consider my enemies, for they are many, and they hate me with cruel hatred. Keep my soul and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for I put my trust in you. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait for you. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all of their troubles. Psalm 25 is a heartfelt prayer for guidance, forgiveness, and deliverance. David lifts his soul to God, asking to be led in truth and taught the Lord's ways. It's a psalm of humility, acknowledging the need for mercy and pardon, while also expressing steadfast trust in God. This psalm reminds us that God's paths are mercy and truth for those who keep his covenant, even when enemies surround, even when troubles enlarge your heart. The believer's eyes remain fixed on the Lord for rescue. While you're resting, let this be your posture, lifting up your soul toward him, trusting in his mercy, and asking for his direction in all things. Just as David prayed for God to pluck his feet out of the net, trust that the Lord will untangle you from every snare and set you in a place of safety. Psalm 26. Vindicate me, O Lord, for I have walked in my integrity. I have also trusted in the Lord. I shall not slip. Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my mind and my heart. For your loving kindness is before my eyes, and I have walked in your truth. I have not sat with idolatrous mortals, nor will I go in with the hypocrites. I have hated the assembly of evildoers, and will not sit with the wicked. I will wash my hands in innocence. So I will go about your altar, O Lord, that I may proclaim with the voice of thanksgiving and tell of all your wondrous works. Lord, I have loved the habitation of your house, the place where your glory dwells. Do not gather my soul with sinners, nor my life with bloodthirsty men, in whose hands is a sinister scheme, and whose right hand is full of bribes. But as for me, I will walk in my integrity. Redeem me and be merciful to me. My foot stands in an even place. In the congregation, I will bless the Lord. Psalm 26 is a declaration of integrity and devotion to God's ways. David invites God to examine his heart and his mind, confident that his trust is in the Lord. He chooses separation from hypocrisy and wickedness and draws near to the place where God's glory is. This psalm shows us that integrity is not just avoiding evil, but actively walking in God's truth, giving thanks, and loving his presence, even in the face of corruption. David's resolve is to stand on an even place, a life of stability, anchored in God's mercy. This is your declaration tonight, that you will walk in integrity, love, and honor, that you will be the very dwelling place of God, that God will keep your feet steady on his path. So rest knowing that God's mercy preserves you and that his glory surrounds you this very night. Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked came against me to eat up my flesh, my enemies and my foes, they stumbled and fell. Though an army may encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war may rise against me, in this I will be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret place of his tabernacle, he shall hide me. He shall set me high upon a rock. And now my head shall be lifted up above my enemies all around me. Therefore I will offer sacrifices of joy in his tabernacle. I will sing, yes, I will sing praises to the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. When you said, seek my face, my heart said to you, your face, Lord, I will seek. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my help. Do not leave me nor forsake me, O God of my salvation. When my father and mother forsake me, then the Lord will take care of me. Teach me your way, O Lord. Lead me in a smooth path because of my enemies. Do not deliver me to the will of my adversaries, for false witnesses have risen against me, and such as breathe out violence. I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Psalm 27 radiates confidence in God's protection and nearness. David calls the Lord his light, salvation, and strength. These three anchors banish fear, even in the face of overwhelming threats. His deepest desire is not victory over his enemies, but to dwell in God's presence and behold his beauty. That focus turns times of trouble into opportunities for deeper trust, as God hides him and secures him in his pavilion. The song ends with a timeless encouragement. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage. Waiting isn't passive, it's an active trust that God will act in his perfect timing. While you're sleeping, while you're resting, may courage rise in your heart. May trust that God's goodness will be seen in your life emerge. May his presence be your light and salvation through this night and throughout the day. In Jesus' name. Psalm 28. To you I will cry, O Lord, my rock. Do not be silent to me, lest if you are silent to me, I become like those who go down to the pit. Hear the voice of my supplication when I cry to you, when I lift up my hands toward your holy sanctuary. Do not take me away with the wicked, with the workers of iniquity, who speak peace to their neighbors, but evil is in their hearts. Give them according to their deeds and according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Give them according to the work of their hands. Render to them what they deserve, because they do not regard the works of the Lord, nor the operation of his hands. He shall destroy them and not build them up. Blessed be the Lord, because he has heard my voice, the voice of my supplications. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart greatly rejoices, and with my song I will praise him. The Lord is their strength, and he is the saving refuge of the anointed. Save your people and bless your inheritance. Shepherd them also and bear them up forever. Psalm 28 begins with a desperate plea, but it ends in confident praise. David fears God's silence, knowing that without his voice, life loses its strength. But as soon as he declares his trust, the tone changes. God is his rock, his shield, and his helper. The psalm reminds us that prayer is not one way. It's a living exchange. We bring our fears, but we leave with renewed strength. The Lord not only answers, but he shepherds his people, and he carries them forever. So as you're resting, release any heaviness that's been weighing you, any burden that's been on your heart. May trust in the Lord be your shield. May that absorb the blows of worry and uncertainty. Rejoice quietly, knowing that the God who hears your cry will never leave you defenseless. Psalm 29. Give unto the Lord, O you mighty ones. Give unto the Lord glory and strength. Give unto the Lord the glory due to his name. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. The voice of the Lord is over the waters. The God of glory thunders. The Lord is over many waters. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is full of majesty. The voice of the Lord breaks the cedars. Yes, the Lord splinters the cedars of Lebanon. He makes them also skip like a calf. Lebanon and Syrian like a young wild ox. The voice of the Lord divides the flames of fire. The voice of the Lord shakes the wilderness. The Lord shakes the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of the Lord makes the deer give birth and strips the forest bare. And in his temple, everyone says glory. The Lord sat enthroned at the flood. The Lord sits as king forever. The Lord will give strength to his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace. Psalm 29 is a majestic song of God's power, centered on the image of his voice. It thunders over the waters, shatters the trees, shakes the wilderness, and yet it blesses his people with peace. The same voice that commands storms can calm the heart. This psalm reminds us that God's authority spans both the fierce and the gentle. He reigns as king forever. His throne was secure during the flood, and it remains unshaken in every season of your life. As you're sleeping, imagine his voice speaking over you. Not in thunder right now, but in a quiet, strengthening word that restores your peace. Trust that one who can strip the forest bare, that he can also strip away your fear. And the one who shakes the wilderness, he can steady your soul tonight. Psalm 30. I will extol you, O Lord, for you have lifted me up. You have not let my foes rejoice over me. O Lord my God, I cried out to you, and you healed me. O Lord, you brought my soul up from the grave. You have kept me alive that I shall not go down to the pit. Sing praise to the Lord, you saints of his. Give thanks at the remembrance of his holy name. For his anger is but for a moment. His favor is for life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Now in my prosperity I said, I shall never be moved. Lord, by your favor, you have made my mountain stand strong. You hid your face, and I was troubled. I cried out to you, O Lord. The Lord, to you I made my supplication. What profit is there in my blood when I go down to the pit? Will the dust praise you? Will it declare your truth? Hear, O Lord, and have mercy on me. Lord, be my helper. You have turned for me my mourning into dancing. You have put off my sackcloth and clothed me with gladness, to the end that my glory may sing praise to you and not be silent. O Lord, my God, I will give thanks to you forever. Psalm 30 is a psalm of gratitude for God's deliverance. David recalls how God healed him, lifted him from despair, and preserved his life. It's here we find the treasured promise, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. The psalm is a reminder that seasons of sorrow are temporary, but God's favor lasts for life. Even moments of security can shift if we forget our dependence on him. Yet his mercy is quick to restore. So while you're resting, take this truth in your heart. The God who turns mourning into dancing is watching over you. May your burdens be lifted. Whatever has happened before, it's not the end of your story. Rest with the assurance that the morning joy is already on its way. And gratitude will fill your heart again. Selah. Psalm 31. In you, O Lord, I put my trust. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in your righteousness. Bow down your ear to me. Deliver me speedily. Be my rock of refuge, a fortress of defense to save me. For you are my rock and my fortress. Therefore, for your name's sake, lead me and guide me. Pull me out of the net which they have secretly laid for me. For you are my strength. Into your hand I commit my spirit. For you have redeemed me, O Lord God of truth. I have hated those who regard useless idols, but I trust in the Lord. I will be glad and rejoice in your mercy. For you have considered my trouble. You have known my soul in adversities. You have not shut me up into the hand of the enemy. You have set my feet in a wide place. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am in trouble. My eye wastes away with grief. Yes, my soul and my body. My life is spent with grief, and my years with sighing. My strength fails because of my iniquity, and my bones waste away. I am a reproach among all my enemies, but especially among my neighbors, and am repulsive to my acquaintances. Those who see me outside flee from me. I am forgotten like a dead man out of mind. I am like a broken vessel, for I hear the slander of many. Fear is on every side, while they take counsel together against me. They scheme to take away my life. But as for me, I trust in you, O Lord. I say you are my God. My times are in your hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies, from those who persecute me. Make your face shine upon your servant. Save me for your mercy's sake. Do not let me be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon you. Let the wicked be ashamed. Let them be silent in the grave. Let the lying lips be put to silence, those lips which speak insolent things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Oh, how great is your goodness, that you have laid up for those who fear you, but you have prepared for those who trust in you, the presence of the sons of men. You shall hide them in the secret place of your presence. From the plots of man, you shall keep them secretly in a pavilion from the strife of tongues. Blessed be the Lord, for he has shown me his marvelous kindness in a strong city. For I said in my haste, I am cut off from before your eyes. Nevertheless, you heard the voice of my supplications when I cried out to you. Oh, love the Lord, all you his saints, for the Lord preserves the faithful and fully repays the proud person. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Psalm 31 is both an urgent cry for help and a declaration of trust. David's words, "Into your hand I commit my spirit," were later spoken by Jesus on the cross. A surrender of life into God's care. Even in deep affliction, surrounded by enemies and slander. David affirms, "My times are in your hand." This psalm reminds us that our lives are not ruled by chaos, but they're held securely by the God who knows every detail of our journey. He hides his people in secret. He keeps them in the place of his presence and silences every voice raised against him. So while you're resting, imagine placing your life, your worries, your cares, tomorrow's unknowns into his hand. Trust that his face will shine upon you. He will strengthen your heart. He will keep you. Sleep in that assurance. Your times truly are in his care. Psalm 32. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man to whom the Lord does not impute iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no deceit. When I kept silent, my bones grew old. Through my groaning all the day long, for day and night your hand was heavy upon me. My vitality was turned into the drought of summer. Selah. I acknowledge my sin to you, and my iniquity I have not hidden. I said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, and you forgave the iniquity of my sin. Selah. For this cause, everyone who is godly shall pray to you in a time when you may be found. Surely in the flood of great waters, they shall not come near him. You are my hiding place. You preserve me from trouble. You shall surround me with songs of deliverance. Selah. I will instruct you and teach you in the way that you should go. I will guide you with my eye. Do not be like the horse or the mule, which have no understanding, which must be harnessed with a bit and bridle. Else they will not come near you. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he who trusts in the Lord, mercy shall surround him. Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, you righteous, and shout for joy, all you upright in heart. Psalm 32 is a song of relief, the deep joy of knowing your sins are forgiven. David describes the weariness of unconfessed sin and the release that comes when we fully open our hearts to God. Forgiveness is not just a transaction. It's a transformation that replaces guilt with gladness. God himself promises guidance, watching us with his loving eye. But he cautions us not to be stubborn like a mule, resisting his direction. The path of trust leads to mercy. The path of rebellion leads to sorrow. Tonight, take time to lay down any hidden burdens, regrets, guilt, or sins. Let God's mercy surround you like a blanket, and listen for his songs of deliverance over your life. You can rest with a clean heart, knowing that you are forgiven and guarded. Psalm 33. Rejoice in the Lord, O you righteous, for praise from the upright is beautiful. Praise the Lord with the harp. Make melody to him with an instrument of 10 strings. Sing to him a new song. Play skillfully with a shout of joy. For the word of the Lord is right, and all of his work is done in truth. He loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of the goodness of the Lord. By the word of the Lord the heavens were made, and all the hosts of them by the breath of his mouth. He gathers the waters of the sea together as a heap. He lays up the deep in storehouses. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spoke, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. The Lord brings the counsel of the nations to nothing. He makes the plans of the people of no effect. The counsel of the Lord stands forever, the plans of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people he has chosen as his own inheritance. The Lord looks from heaven. He sees all the sons of men. From the place of his dwelling, he looks on all the inhabitants of the earth. He fashions their hearts individually. He considers all their works. No king is saved by the multitude of an army. A mighty man is not delivered by great strength. A horse is a vain hope for safety. Neither shall it deliver any by its great strength. Behold, the eye of the Lord is on those who fear him, on those whose hope is in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waits for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Let your mercy, O Lord, be upon us, just as we hope in you. Psalm 33 is a call to worship the God whose word created the heavens and whose counsel stands forever. His power is unmatched. Nations rise and fall, but his plans never fail. The psalm celebrates both his cosmic authority and his intimate care for those who trust in him. It's a reminder that human strength, armies, and resources can't save us. Our true safety is in the Lord's mercy. His eye is on those who revere him and hope in his steadfast love. While you're sleeping, while you're resting, remember, the same God who spoke the stars into being is the same God hovering over you tonight. His plans for you are unchangeable. His mercy is constant. Let your soul rest in him. He's your help and your shield. Know that your life is securely in his care. Be at peace. Psalm 34. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make its boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear of it and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked to him and were radiant. Their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried out, for the Lord heard him and saved him out of all of his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps all around those who fear him and delivers them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who trusts in him. O fear the Lord, you his saints. There is no lack to those who fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but those that seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. Come, you children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Who is the man who desires life and loves many days, that he may see good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their cry. The face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears and delivers them out of all of their troubles. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. He guards all of his bones. Not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and those that hate the righteous shall be condemned. The Lord redeems the soul of his servants, and none of those who trust in him shall be condemned. Psalm 34 is a song of thanksgiving and invitation. David calls others to join him in praising the Lord and testifying of God's deliverance from the fear of trouble. This psalm assures us that those who seek God will not lack any good thing. It assures us that he's near to the brokenhearted. One of the most comforting truths here is that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. Trouble is not absent from the believer's life, but neither is God's faithful rescue. While you're resting, let your heart taste and see his goodness once again. Picture the angel of the Lord encamping around you, protecting you from harm. Doesn't matter what the day brought. Right now, you're covered and protected. Let this psalm remind you that deliverance is sure. The God who hears your cry is your refuge. Psalm 35. Plead my cause, O Lord, with those who strive with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for my help. Also draw out the spear, and stop those that pursue me. Say to my soul, I am your salvation. Let those be put to shame and brought to dishonor who seek after my life. Let those be turned back and brought to confusion who plot my hurt. Let them be like chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. Let their way be dark and slippery. Let the angel of the Lord pursue them. For without cause they have hidden their net for me in a pit which they dug without cause for my life. Let destruction come upon him unexpectedly, and let his net that he has hidden catch himself. Let him be caught in that very destruction. Let him fall. And my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like you? Delivering the poor from him who is too strong for him. Yes, the poor and the needy from him who plunders him. Fierce witnesses rise up. They ask me things that I do not know. They reward me evil for good, to the very sorrow of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled myself with fasting, and my prayer would return to my own heart. I paced about as though he were my friend or my brother. I bowed down heavily as one who mourns for his mother. But in my adversity, they rejoiced and gathered together. Attackers gathered together against me, and I did not know it. They tore at me and did not cease. With ungodly mockers at feast, they gnashed at me with their teeth. Lord, how long will you look on? Rescue me from their destructions. Rescue my precious life from the lions, and I will give you thanks in the great assembly. I will praise you among many people. Let them not rejoice over me, who are wrongfully my enemies, nor let them wink with the eye who hate me without cause. For they do not speak peace, but they devise deceitful matters. Against the quiet ones in the land, they also opened their mouth wide against me and said, Aha, aha. Our eyes have seen it. This have you seen, O Lord. Do not keep silence. O Lord, do not be far from me. Stir up yourself and awake to my vindication, to my cause, my God and my Lord. Vindicate me, O Lord my God, according to your righteousness, and let them not rejoice over me. Let them not say in their hearts, Ah, so we would have it. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up. Let them be ashamed and brought to mutual confusion, who rejoice at my hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor, who exalt themselves against me. Let them shout for joy and be glad, who favor my righteous cause. And let them say continually, Let the Lord be magnified, who has pleasure in the prosperity of his servants. And my tongue shall speak your righteousness and of your praise all the day long. Psalm 35 is an impassioned plea for God's intervention. David needs intervention against unjust enemies. He describes betrayal, false accusations, even cruelty. Yet his ultimate appeal is for God's vindication, not personal revenge. This psalm really teaches us that when attacked, our first defense is not self-justification, but entrusting the situation to the Lord. God is the one who pleads our cause. He's the one who defends our life. And he's the one that brings justice at the right time. While you're resting, release every thought of defending yourself in your own strength. Let God's voice speak to your soul. You'll hear him say, I am your salvation. You can sleep, knowing that the one who sees every wrong will act righteously on your behalf, and that your story will end in praise. Psalm 36. An oracle within my heart concerning the transgression of the wicked. There is no fear of God before his eyes, for he flatters himself in his own eyes when he finds out his iniquity and when he hates. The words of his mouth are wickedness and deceit. He has ceased to be wise and to do good. He devises wickedness on his bed. He sets himself in a way that is not good. He does not abhor evil. Your mercy, O Lord, is in the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the clouds. Your righteousness is like the great mountains. Your judgments are a great deep. O Lord, you preserve man and beast. How precious is your loving kindness, O God. Therefore the children of men put their trust under the shadow of your wings. They are abundantly satisfied with the fullness of your house, and you give them drink from the river of your pleasures. For with you is the fountain of life, and in your light we see light. Oh, continue your loving kindness to those who know you, and your righteousness to the upright in heart. Let not the foot of pride come against me, and let not the hand of the wicked drive me away. There the workers of iniquity have fallen. They have been cast down and are not able to rise. Psalm 36 contrasts the corruption of the wicked with the immeasurable beauty of God's character. While human deceit may spread, God's mercy reaches to the heavens. Think about it. His faithfulness to the clouds. His righteousness is like mighty mountains. David's imagery of taking refuge under the shadow of your wings. That invites us into God's intimate protection. And the picture of drinking from the river of his pleasures, that points to spiritual abundance, the joy, the life, and the light that's only found in him. So rest in that truth, your safety and your joy. You're not determined by darkness, not by the world. They're determined by the steadfast mercy of God. You can trust in his loving kindness. It's going to continue towards you, and that light will guide you even through the darkest nights. Rest in that. Psalm 37. Do not fret because of evildoers, nor be envious of the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness. Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. He shall bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your justice as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked schemes to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Do not fret. It only causes harm. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those who wait on the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall be no more. Indeed, you will look carefully for his place, but it shall be no more. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plots against the just, and gnashes at him with his teeth. The Lord laughs at him, for he sees that day is coming. The wicked have drawn the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, to slay those who are of upright conduct. Their sword shall enter their own heart. Their bows shall be broken. The little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The Lord knows the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the time of evil, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord, like the splendor of meadow, shall vanish into smoke. They shall vanish away. The wicked borrows and does not repay, but the righteous shows mercy and gives. For those blessed by him shall inherit the earth, but those cursed by him shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. I have been young, and now I'm old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his descendants begging bread. He is ever merciful and lends, and his descendants are blessed. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. For the Lord loves justice, and he does not forsake his saints. They are preserved forever. But the descendants of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell in it forever. The mouth of the righteous speaks wisdom, and the tongue talks of justice. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. The wicked watches the righteous and seeks to slay him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, or condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt you to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, you shall see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a native green tree. Yet he passed away, and behold, he was no more. Indeed, I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark the blameless man, and observe the upright, for the future of that man is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The future of the wicked shall be cut off, but the salvation of the righteous is from the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. The Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. Psalm 37 speaks directly to the temptation we feel when evil seems to prosper. David urges us not to fret, not to envy, but to trust, to delight, and to commit our ways to the Lord. The reward of those who wait on him is peace, stability, and an eventual inheritance. This psalm is deeply practical. It teaches that a little with righteousness is better than abundance gained through corruption, and that God upholds the righteous even when they stumble. The picture is one of steady, faithful living under God's watchful care. As you rest tonight, let go of the urge to measure your life against others. Instead, just embrace the peace that comes from God, knowing that your steps are ordered by the Lord. Trust that God will exalt you in his time, and sleep with the assurance that you will not be forsaken. Psalm 38. O Lord, do not rebuke me in your wrath, nor chasten me in your hot displeasure. For your arrows pierce me deeply, and your hand presses me down. There is no soundness in my flesh because of your anger, nor any health in my bones because of my sin. For my iniquities have gone over my head. Like a heavy burden, they are too heavy for me. My wounds are foul and festering because of my foolishness. I am troubled. I am bowed down greatly. I go mourning all the day long, for my loins are full of inflammation. There is no soundness in my flesh. I am feeble and severely broken. I groan because of the turmoil of my heart. Lord, all my desire is before you, and my sighing is not hidden from you. My heart pants, my strength fails me. As for the light of my eyes, it also has gone from me. My loved ones and my friends stand aloof from my plague, and my relatives stand afar off. Those also who seek my life lay snares for me. Those who seek my hurt speak of destruction and plan deception all day long. But I, like a deaf man, do not hear, and I am like a mute who does not open his mouth. I am like a man who does not hear, and in whose mouth is no response. For in you, O Lord, I hope you will hear, O my Lord. For I said, hear me, lest they rejoice over me, lest when my foot slips they exalt themselves against me. For I am ready to fall, and my sorrow is continually before me. For I will declare my iniquity. I will be in anguish over my sin. But my enemies are vigorous, and they are strong. And those who hate me wrongfully have multiplied. Those also who render evil for good. They are my adversaries, because I follow what is good. Do not forsake me, O Lord. O my God, be not far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord of my salvation. Psalm 38 is the heartfelt confession where David feels the crushing weight of his sin and the loneliness that often accompanies it. His physical and emotional pain are intertwined. It paints a vivid picture of how sin can burden the soul. Yet even in deep remorse, David places his hope in the Lord. This psalm reminds us that God does not abandon those who turn back to him in humility. Our cries for help, though weak, reach his attentive ear. While you're resting, you can release the heavy weight of guilt, knowing that the one who is your salvation hears and responds. Rest in his mercy. Allow his forgiveness to lift the burden from your heart. Psalm 39. I said, I will guard my ways, lest I sin with my tongue. I will restrain my mouth with a muzzle, while the wicked are before me. I was mute with silence. I held my peace even from good. My sorrow was stirred up. My heart was hot within me. While I was musing, the fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue. Lord, make me to know my end, and what is the measure of my days, that I may know how frail I am. Indeed, you have made my days as a handbreadth, and my age is as nothing before you. Certainly every man at his best state is but a vapor. Selah. Surely every man walks about like a shadow. Surely they busy themselves in vain. He heaps up riches and does not know who will gather them. And now, Lord, what do I wait for? My hope is in you. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Do not make me the reproach of the foolish. I was mute. I did not open my mouth, because it was you who did it. Remove your plague from me. I am consumed by the blow of your hand, and with rebukes you correct man for iniquity. You make his beauty melt away like a moth. Surely every man is vapor. Selah. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Give ear to my cry. Do not be silent at my tears, for I am a stranger with you, a sojourner, as all my fathers were. Remove your gaze from me, that I may regain strength, before I go away and am no more. Psalm 39 is a sobering meditation on life's brevity. David wrestles with holding his tongue, with the futility of human pursuits, and with the reality that our days are like a vapor. It reminds us that wealth, position, and even earthly beauty fade quickly. What endures is our hope in God and our walk with Him. David's request to know my end isn't morbid. It's a plea to live wisely in light of eternity. While you're sleeping, let this psalm steady your perspective. The pressures and anxieties of today lose their power when seen in the light of eternity. Rest in the hope that your life, brief as it is securely anchored in the one who holds time. Psalm 40. I waited patiently for the Lord, and He inclined to me and heard my cry. He also brought me up out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my steps. He has put a new song in my mouth, praise to our God. Many will see it and fear, and will trust in the Lord. Blessed is that man who makes the Lord his trust, and does not respect the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Many, O Lord my God, are your wonderful works, which you have done, and your thoughts toward us cannot be recounted to you in order. If you would declare and speak of them, they are more than can be numbered. Sacrifice and offering you did not desire. My ears you have opened. Burnt offering and sin offering you did not require. Then I said, Behold, I come. In the scroll of the book it is written of me. I delight to do your will, O my God. Your law is within my heart. I have proclaimed the good news of the righteous. In the great assembly indeed, I do not restrain my lips. O Lord, you yourself know. I have not hidden your righteousness within my heart. I have declared your faithfulness and your salvation. I have not concealed your loving kindness and your truth. From the great assembly, do not withhold your tender mercies from me. Let your loving kindness and your truth continually preserve me, for innumerable evils have surrounded me. My iniquities have overtaken me, so that I am not able to look up. They are more than the hairs of my head. Therefore my heart fails me. Be pleased, O Lord, to deliver me. O Lord, make haste to help me. Let them be ashamed and brought to mutual confusion, who seek to destroy my life. Let them be driven backward and brought to dishonor, who wish me evil. Let them be confounded because of their shame, who say to me, Aha, aha. Let all those who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let such as love your salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. But I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinks upon me. You are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay, O my God. Psalm 40 begins with a testimony of deliverance. David waited patiently, and the Lord rescued him from the pit, setting his feet on a solid ground. This psalm blends gratitude with dependence, showing that even after past deliverance, we still need God's help for present challenges. David points to obedience from the heart. Delighting in God's will is more important than mere outward sacrifice. His openness in declaring God's righteousness challenges us to live with the same transparency and boldness. So while you're sleeping, picture yourself as standing on a firm rock, placed there by the hand of God Himself. Remember, He not only rescues, but He also sustains. Even if you feel poor and needy tonight, you are on His mind. His help will not delay.